to survive. To life, the crash, the dips, they burn it all away. No, 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 no. Neon streets standing here, we're block to block, flickering screens, nowhere to hide. Robots rise, taking all our jobs. Crypto still surviving. Day by day, will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? I want your keys. Tonight, burning money. Feel the burning money. Spending this lonely night, stacking more. Tonight, burning money. Touch me, burning money. Show me your games with your stash, burning cash. I could never trust the system. Did you feel buried in dead-end lies? You keep saying it's all going fine. Did you dream of no more banks, no more chains to bind, keeping us enslaved? Did you lie? Tell me how to break free from this night. Neon streets standing here, we're block to block, flickering screens, nowhere to hide. Robots rise, taking all our jobs. Crypto still surviving. Day by day, will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? I want your keys. I want your keys. Tonight, burning money. Feel the burning money. Spending this lonely night, stacking more. Tonight, burning money. Touch me, burning money. Show me your games with your stash, burning cash. Give me sets, burning cash. Burning cash.
What's the second thought? There is no second pass.
What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. I am back. It's really bright in here. God. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Oh, jeez. I cannot hear anything on my stream tonight. A bit messed up, But yeah, how you guys doing? How you guys doing this evening? Brave Farming Freedom here. First like, Jake the Snake. What? IJS, what? Okay, yes, Braveheart's here first. Cliff, how you doing, my man? How you doing, Cliff? First comment, first like, first love, Laura. What? What? First forever, Laura. Yeah, it's gonna go up forever, Laura.
The
yes.
point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever,
I'm
Laura.
like reading everything upside down today.
Forever.
What the hell? I cannot hear anything. Okay, good evening, Chaos. Good evening, G-Dog. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Cliff is also still here with everyone else. Blistering Fingers. Yes, staple Blistering Fingers Otaku. That me. How's it going, Brave? How's it going? Let's go. When Jake the Snake? We should have Jake on again. We haven't had Jake on in a year. I agree. Brave Army Freedom. Gamma Goddess also here. Good evening, Otaku and Chaos crew. How everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, Andy here, sleeping but one eye still open. Oh man, yeah. You definitely want to keep both your eyes off the market. Never. Speaking of not keeping everyone, both eyes off the market, Fat Sonic looks like he's shorting Bitcoin. Still, you never know, man. You just never know, Fat Sonic. But I have been calling for a pullback on Bitcoin since the end of April. So you can't tell me. I saw this one coming. I've been, of course, sitting mostly in cash, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. All right, guys, let's get going. Let's get to it. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here and get the show on the road. You guys know the drill. We got a lot to go through every single day, of course, giving you the update on crypto and the news. Of course, you guys come for the chaos, though. You stay here. You stay here for it. All right. The dancing mascots got to go. Okay, all right, so BTC sitting at 76,800, still coming down here, still stuck in the same exact place I told you guys we would be. Of course, if you guys weren't here this morning, tired of winning, I'm so tired of winning, yes, tired of winning, so tired of winning. Calling for a baseline bear, of course, right down the center, right on target, right on schedule. Overall, still waiting for this to play out. Yep, all the way down to hopefully $75,000 Bitcoin first. And if we are lucky, we get to touch the trend line. Yay, 70,000 incoming. And I'm not the only one who thinks so, right? I've been, of course, asking when consolidation since April 17th, 20th. Yeah, it got a little too crazy after the entire month of up only. It is, of course, time for the bears to get a little bit of fun. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Fat Sonic in the house shorted Bitcoin at 82,000 to head his longs. Had a break even, but it went long again. Nice. And then waiting to get wrecked. Good luck. Yes. Good luck, good sir. Good luck. Good luck on your endeavors. Jeez. All right. Other than Helmo hanging out here with us, waiting for more pain. I'm still on the same exact areas. I'm still talking about the same areas being, of course, respected. Again, if we do see more of a pullback, I'm actually really proud of crypto market cap. Total market cap right now still sitting around 2.55. We haven't even gotten underneath 2.5 trillion yet, so hold on to your butts because it's going to get messy. Maybe you don't want to hold on to butts. It was going to get messy.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, geez. Yes. Okay, let's get to it, guys. Of course, looking at the order books for Bitcoin again this morning, showing you guys the rollover on pretty much every time frame. Pretty much the same thing we saw Friday, and of course Monday as well. No different today on Tuesday. Another Taco Tuesday with Trump, of course, pulling back the attacks on Iran that were scheduled. We do have even flatter on price overall volume right now, sitting at 5 billion right now on volume. It's super boring and flat. We do have a very big structured level for a pullback. For our bounce if we do see another pullback at 76,300. Again, that's pretty much been the low I've been shouting out all day. It's been pretty uneventful, honestly, in crypto land. Looking at the daily here to see if there's anything else developing. Not really. Foreign market looks like a continuation of course, the last trading session in America. Still looking mostly bearish on the short term, right? Bearish. On the weekly, same thing as well. All adding to lower positions on every single level. And I don't even need to get into this, of course. The rollover has already happened on Bitcoin on the monthly. So yeah, a lot more pain possibly still coming, guys. Especially if we don't get any news out of the Middle East this week. Good news, that is, right? Good news. Good news is hard to find these days, apparently. 39.2 trillion, of course, 26 trillion, 260 billion over, of course, our $39 trillion mark. Can't stop, won't stop printing this money. And yeah, probably by the end of, I would say, the summer, it's more than likely we'll see at least 39.7, probably 39.7 trillion by the end of the year. Of course, getting back over 40. All right, looking at poly market for the biggest things that are interesting this evening. People are betting on Grand Theft Auto. When will it be released? What will be coming out before Grand Theft Auto? More clearly, new Playboy Cardi album, GPT 6. It will be released before Grand Theft Auto 6. New Rihanna album. China invades Taiwan. Ooh. 51% chance, man. Those odds are crazy. Jesus Christ Returns down 49%. I remember when that was like 37. It's come up a bit. Oh, jeez. Helmo likes that one. That one makes Helmo excited. All right. Anything else happening in here? Not really. Clarity Act signed into law now down to 65% chance. We just can't make up our mind on this one. Again, coming down from 72 at the end of last week. All right, let's take a look at the overall fear and greed. Coming down from greed right now, 3 points lower today, actually. 60 for the stock market. And crypto fear and greed right now still sitting in extreme fear. And we're at 27 now. Back to fear. Okay, foreign market is a little more bullish than America. Looking at 99.3 on the Dixie. Again, nothing really new there. It's kind of the same sideways now over the last couple days. And on crypto bubbles today, looking for any opportunities. Let's see what we have left after today's trading session. Looking at the top 100 here on the day, the biggest movers are Venice, up only a lousy 9%. Meme Core 10%. Again, these two have been kind of ranging, so they're kind of licking their wounds and then making a little bit more progress after a previous sell-off. So yeah, they are of course rebounding today. Nothing else really exciting happening here. The biggest mover to the downside has been ICP and Ondo, about 5% each today. Looking at the weekly here, a lot of action here, guys. This is where you want to be looking for your DCA opportunities on the weekly. ICP still the most oversold, in a Goldilocks zone for, of course, use case crypto, and yeah, 22% off right now on the weekly. Filecoin's down 14.5, but not quite. We need 15. What is 15? We got at least SWE. And a lot of my orders keep filling for SWE. I've got too much SWE now. More than I wanted to hold for an extended period of time. But you know what? I'll keep stacking. SWE now down 15% here on the weekly again. Sitting at the price right around 105. Slowly returning to its, under dollar level, right? I think we started the rally up to like $1.40. At like 93 cents or something like that, 95 cents. So it's come a long way. Tau's also down another 17% here on the week. Again, I do like Tau, especially oversold these levels. Around $250 for Tau right now. Not too bad. Those are your probably best bets for opportunities right now in the space. If you're looking for, of course, DC opportunities on the weekly, look no further. There's a plenty here, but there's nothing still on the monthly. And that's what still makes me so upset. I want to see more pain. Yes, I mean, I want to see more time. Okay, Jake, Snake coming in with a $2 super chat. Jake, thank you. There you go, Brave. There's Jake. Nice. Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat, Jake. And yeah, me, Reiki, Dylan's dimes too, especially this one. This one I keep going fishing, and I keep increasing my my holdings. It's ridiculous. More coins, more money. More coins, more money. Return to range. More coins, more money. I love this coin. I'm still waiting for it to drop out, though. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, but if we do get the same sort of thing we got back here, we could start to see a similar pattern take up. That could send it up to about 4.4 for a retest and a breakout. And again, that's only if it wants to do a retest and not an actual breakout. I'm not going to go too far into this because this is one, of course, of our community tokens. Again, shout out to Dylan for bringing this one to us. It still, of course, makes us money. All right, let me get back into Bitcoin. Where was I? The bubbles. Yeah, the bubbles. Looking at the top 200 now for any opportunities here. Again, same thing we do every single day. Hash bill still oversold 20-25% respectively. Looking at on the weekly here, just a quick little roundup. Again, most of your opportunities are here. Again, 15% or more is what you're looking for a weekly pullback, and there is a plenty. Jasmine's now 18% off on the week. Pith is almost 30% off on the week. This one is a steal right now. Pith is 28.5% off on the weekly, guys. Zbeck 16.1, of course, fitting in there nicely. There's plenty. Genius also down 25% on the week. Rune 25 on the week. All your meme coins are 15% or more. Floki, Apepe, Dog with Hat. I mean, they're everything. Look no further than again. The top 100, top 200 on the weekly, guys. This is where everything is starting to show some pain. And you're going to, of course, start to see the monthly start to bleed next. And that's where I get excited. Because I'm sitting in a bunch of cash. Yeah, figure it out, guys. Okay, looking at the monthly. Looking at the monthly for anything that's oversold 30% or more. We only got a couple. We got Genius Act 34% off. Piverse 39% off. Hash down 42% off. And Sell in May, of course, still continues. All right, guys. Again, that's just my 2 sats. Look at the weekly on the top 1 and 200 for some of your best favorite picks. I'm sure they are oversold right now.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, still sitting around 60%. Take it away,
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit.
I know.
Ridiculous,
It's every
stupid,
freaking
right? Like,
every
it's
day.
stupid.
Every day,
It's not
Sailor. I gotta
6%
fight with you
dominant.
every freaking day. It's 60% off. 60% dominant. Not quite 60% off. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at the overall total market cap. Now sitting at 2.56 trillion. Again, I am still surprised. We're still sitting at 2.55. Still surprised we're actually here, not a little lower. We are, of course, about ready to roll. It'd be a nice place to roll over here. But, we are testing resistance right now, our support. It is possible that we just continue. All it takes is some sort of miracle in the Middle East. Who knows? Who knows, man? All right, let's take a look and see what else is going on here in the top 10. We haven't looked at this in a minute. I want to see how much money is sitting in Tether right now. About the same, $189 billion. Of course, it's basically sitting at all-time highs for market cap. Yep, there it is. All-time highs on market cap. Looks like it wants to break out as well and continue. I got some fun news on Tether and Circle too. They were mentioned with the ongoing bond problem. Okay, looking at USDC, we'll get into that in the news here in a second. Sitting at $76.8 billion, and market cap for that is again still sitting basically near all-time highs. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this week here. November of 2021. Oh, crazy. That's got to be a glitch. There's no way. There's no way that much money was sitting in Tether back then and on a wick. All right, anyway. So yeah, we're still seeing at all-time highs basically still for... Oh no, that's when they got depegged. Right? I think pretty sure that's when they got depegged. Okay, anyway. Because I'm pretty sure USDC was the last stablecoin to get depegged. All right, also looking at the top 10 assets to see whether anything moving in and out here. Hyperliquid is now, of course, overthrown pretty much everything. Cardano now sitting at number 13, getting outpaced by not only Hyperliquid, but Zcash and Leo. Leo, I guess, is already always again a bit above Cardano. And of course Tron. Looking at anything beyond that, looking at the top 20 on the outskirts over here, we did see Sui lose the top 20 again, which is sad, but of course they'll be back for more. Meme Core now getting close to getting back into the top 20 as World Liberty Financial still continues to fall on the outskirts. There, 22. All right, my favorite, of course, metric to share with you guys every single day is how much Bitcoin is left on exchanges, and today is no exception, sitting at 2.45 million. Again, nothing's really changed in the last few days, just kind of keeping things kind of stabilized. What I've noticed, though, is the amount taken off of Coinbase in the last 24 hours was a decent amount, about almost 600 coins. And the last 30 days, about 9,000 tokens have left that exchange. There's not even 1 million coins now on a single exchange anymore. Times have really changed. Again, altogether, only 2.45 million remaining. to be purchased. All right, looking at Michael Saylor's strategy company, it looks like they have picked up another 146 Bitcoin today. I think that's getting close to 1,500, I think, this week so far. It's only Tuesday, guys. Looking at the rainbow chart, I haven't shown you guys this in a while, but we're still at Bitcoin is dead territory. That's right, Bitcoin is dead, sir. It is dead. It is still dead. All right, assets by market cap, but we're still got Bitcoin still, wow, holding in here. Looks like Meta had a bad day. It fell underneath Bitcoin. Now sitting at number 11 is Bitcoin. Wow, we're getting closer and we're rolling over. How is that possible? Getting closer to get back in the top 10. We haven't been in the back in the top 10 since last year. Again, reminding you guys, we used to be in the top 5, right where silver is right there, back in 2024. All right, and I also want to remind you guys, if you want to pick up, of course, a Patreon membership, it's only $15 a month, and you too, of course, can be a Chaos Crew member and hang out with us on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. And of course, we do a little hangout on the weekend as well on Saturday nights. All right, let's get into some of the news. Let me catch up with you guys real quick because you guys have been blowing away on the chat. Let me catch up. Whoa, there's a lot in the chat. Whoa. Okay, I want to start where the super chat was. Okay, there we go. Lowe's says, "Hey guys, how's it going, Lowe's? How you been, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, my friend." I know a lot of people have been, of course, busy with spring poking out. Now going into summer months soon. It doesn't feel like it, man. It's like we got ripped off on spring. It was just like super cold, extended winter, no spring. Groundhog really won this year. Sweet also made me since I started crypto. I got Sweet at 1.8 and sold at 5. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, me too. I got it earlier than $1 though. I got it in like, I don't know, it was like summer 2023, I think. But anyway, do love me some Sweet. It's one of the first movers in, of course, the L1s. It's my favorite bet, of course, to swing in and out. It's the one. If you want to know if a rally is really happening, look at Sweet. Look and see what Sweet's doing every time. Otaku, it's time to get drunk on the live. Is it time? I don't think so, man. I'm actually out of. Yeah. I need to go get provisions some more drinks. Okay, I'm drunk AF, says Fat Sonic in the chat. Damn. Yeah, it looks like Jake Singh says Shiri. Yes, don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. Hit the buttons down below. Don't forget to slam those buttons, likes and subscribes. Of course, it doesn't cost anything to support the channel. Tito's Tuesdays. Ooh, that's. Don't threaten me with a good time. Jeez, Lowe's. Professor X Abdul, how you doing, man? Hello, everyone. How's it going? I wanted to say, stop by and tell everyone here, I told you so. Back in November, I came in and predicted Bitcoin to fall, and you laughed at me. Bitcoin always, of course, is like a rising phoenix, and it's going to come back, my man. It's like people think it's never going to come down. I just told everyone it was going to come down in April for sell in May. And here we are at 76,000, and we have more pain to go. We probably have at least a trend line, retest. And again, I'm looking at that with max pain with Bitcoin somewhere. I mean, with total market cap of crypto somewhere between 2.2 and about 2.35 trillion. And that's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to see, is some more support between 70K, 69K, hopefully more bullish, holding at least that area. And of course, 66,000, maybe even 65K. That would be our new lows if we do go back to these $2.2 trillion targets. Again, the last time we touched 2.2 trillion, we only fell to 63K. So now with all the institutional buying and everything else happening, and this time, of course, everyone sitting in mostly cash in Bitcoin right now, more than likely it's going to be more resilient. I'm telling you, people are waiting for $50,000 Bitcoin. You are going to be, disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. All right. So don't, just be realistic, man. 55, maybe. 58, sure. 50K, 45, no, just not happening. All right, let's see what else we have in the chat here. $10 super chat coming with Cliff. Thank you so much, Cliff. Oh, jeez. Add to the fire when the elements align. Thank you so much, Cliff, for supporting the chaos tonight. I appreciate you, man. I'm out here every day, guys. Thank you so much, Cliff. All right, all right. Trying to catch up in the chat. There's so much in the chat. I'm just gonna start somewhere and just keep going. Professor Abdul said, I said like a week ago I was short Bitcoin and as a hedge. I called 77K back in early November. But guys, we've been under 77K. You do remember when we hit 59,000 in 45 minutes, right? We were down at 60K and 40. It only took 45 minutes to recover. Anyway. Okay. Where were we? Too slow. It was yes or no. I'm not sure what's going on there. There's a lot of really short stuff in the chat from Fat Sonic. What's going on? I'm trying to catch up with you guys in the chat. Andy said I got a link for us here over on X. Let's see if there's anything new to update. Looks like from Chad Steinreiber. Steingraber. I bet they make a deal on the ethics language in the Clarity Act. Ooh, yeah, I bet they will, because I did hear today that Trump's I guess filings for True Social ETF were pulled. Oh yeah, that's what they're citing in here too. Yep, that's what I heard today too. I had the same kind of idea in my head as well when I heard that news. I mean, they're gonna have to do that probably just to get some of those votes on the other side of the aisle. We've been talking about that for I think like the last 2 months, about being able to find some sort of common ground to get them to capitulate. That's probably going to be it. Again, you can have insider trading in stocks, but you can't have insider trading in crypto. Yep.
You stupid.
Jeez. Braveheart says, "It's you, Rugrat. It's you. Rugrat's here. Is it me or is it just a stream choppy? Let me know if it is. Because it is a temporary setup right now. Oh wow." Braveheart also coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Braveheart. Duran's dimes bring a most prosperity. Yes. Jeez. Fat Sonic had too much alcohol tonight. Okay, gotcha. It was him. Last time I was here, I was drunk and I short Bitcoin, and I could have paid out better if I would have held, you bastards. Laughing. Jeez. Abdul, can you tell me when Crypto Mom will come back? That's a really good question. When will Crypto Mom come back? She came out. She left for smokes and milk, and she never came back. Then yeah, I've been stuck in the basement ever since. You guys keep. Jake keeps rolling down cans of chicken noodle soup, but I'm really tired of it. I want something different, Jake. Just no more tomato soup, man. No more tomato soup. All right, we got to get going back in the news, guys. Okay, Break of America reveals $53 million in Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, and ETF holdings. So, of course, Bank of America is in as well. Everyone is in. What else is new? Even a mountain of T-bills won't save Tether and Circle from a sudden liquidity crisis, expert says. This one's kind of interesting because this is how, of course, they prop up Tether and, of course, USDC's market cap for these, of course, stablecoins. The structural composition of private stablecoins is facing heightened institutional scrutiny as regulators in European bloc countries clamp down on unauthorized digital assets. Digital asset experts suggest Tuesday at the Digital Money Summit in 2026 in London, Christoph Hawk, head of tokenization and digital assets of the Union Investment, one of Germany's largest institutional asset managers with nearly 620 billion in assets under management, highlighted that the reserve backing commonly used by Tether and Circle for the dollar-backed stablecoin behaves structurally more like speculative fund than a true fiat peg. To be honest, a stablecoin, from my perspective, is not a stablecoin. Hawk said he discussed the Tether, we discussed Circle's USDC, and when we look at the investment assets, for example, Tether, they have massive holdings in gold, they have massive holdings in Bitcoin. Yes, for sure. Hawk, whose role is building in the asset managers token economy strategies, digital cash mechanisms, and fund tokenization framework, said that the reason that USDT and USD look more like hedge funds, and warned that these stablecoin tokenomics are vulnerable and can affect holders of financial interests. And then probably when they see USDC taxpayers' money is again needed to bail them out. He noted that while recalling Circle's 13% depegging event and the catastrophic risk it poses of institutional investors, That's the one I was just talking about. In March of 2024, USDC dropped to 74 cents on 3 separate occasions, following a market-wide sell-off. And DPEG when it said that occurred when traders sells USDC for USDT, and there isn't sufficient liquidity to maintain the dollar peg. A year earlier, USDC normally stable price plunged to 13% to 87 cents, while Ethereum gas fees soared hours after the crypto tide bank failed. Hawk criticized Tether's decision to allocate substantial funds to gold and Bitcoin. Really? He argued that those asset choices expose corporate treasuries to market volatility, shifting the risk from stablecoin to that of stealth hedge fund. Tether's gold reserves as of January 2026 are estimated to be 148 tons, value of roughly $23 billion. Again, ranking them one of the largest 30 out of 30 top 30 global owners of metal, and surpassing several sovereign nations. Hawk insisted that the corporate treasury and asset managers who rely on stablecoins as safe vehicle strictly for overnight cash settlement is a sudden 13% mark-to-market loss on cash positions is catastrophic. He added that the institutional players absolutely cannot afford to take the level of risk and slam stablecoins for undermining their foundational promise as a fiat peg digital asset. Damn. Who pissed in his coffee, man? But no, yeah, of course, that's why we have a large, of course, a large holding portion of your portfolio in one, of course, many other diverse assets. All right. Renowned cryptocurrency experts, an unstoppable rally Bitcoin will begin toward the end of the year. This is coming from a renowned macro strategist and former derivatives trader Jordi Visser, who made groundbreaking statements about the U.S. economy and transformative power of AI markets and the future of cryptocurrencies during his appearance on a podcast, of course, probably with Anthony Pompliano. According to Visser, the Fed is cornered by the debt spiral, and an unstoppable surge in Bitcoin will begin towards the end of the year. Speaking of the new era finance podcast program, Visser stated the Federal Reserve has no chance of raising interest rates given the unsustainable debt burden of the U.S., and arguing that the deadlock presents a historic escape route for Bitcoin and crypto assets. I would agree. There really is no other way around this. If they, of course, raise rates, the consumer is going to basically, we're going to have a 2008 crisis immediately. Of course, housing market will crash. People will freak out. It's going to be, it's going to be 2008 all over again. And from a different, reason. Visser stated that the current economic picture is completely different from the interest rate hike period of 2022, noting that the U.S. government debt interest payments have exceeded $1 trillion annually, surpassing the defense budget. Visser stated that they keep the economy not hot just because they have to let the inflation rise above interest rates. Only then they can tax revenues can exceed debt repayments. The Fed cannot raise interest rates because of the debt spiral. Bitcoin was invented precisely for this unsustainable debt situation. Exactly. Bitcoin and the BRICS nations were both created out of the 2008 financial crisis. It's the whole reason why we're here today. So if you guys don't understand that, please do some research into, of course, what is money and why Bitcoin was created and why we are here in cryptocurrency in the first place. Get off zero. Please hold some Bitcoin. Just to remind people. Okay.
Which one's the best crypto asset?
Well,
Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset.
All right. Hyperliquid's hype is one of crypto's most undervalued assets, says Bitwise CEO Matt Hogan. Crypto manager Matt Hogan says that Hype's token is significantly undervalued, arguing investors are still treating the platform like a crypto-native derivatives exchange rather than a broader financial trading super app, of course, because of access to tokenized stocks. It's going to get crazy. In a Tuesday blog post, Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan said the market's moving, making two errors in valuing Hyperliquid, underestimating the size of the market and targeting the failing to appreciate how the token captures value from platform activity. Hype was more than 8% higher over the last 24 hours, trading around 48.7 at the publication of time. Today's prices suggest that you're being offered the second cost of the first. Hogan says, referring to the Hyperliquid's ambitions to serve trading across crypto equities, commodities, FX, and prediction markets. Hyperliquid is a decentralized trading platform known for the crypto perpetual futures, but it has recently expanded into equities, commodities, and prediction markets, helping drive a surge in trading activity and investor interest. Hogan estimates that Hyperliquid is generating between $800 million and $1 billion in annualized revenue, while trading at roughly 10 to 14 times its buyback stream. The company favorability with traditional financial exchanges such as Robinhood, the CME Group, which trade at materially higher valuation multiples despite slower growth. According to Hogan, Hyperliquid represents a new generation of crypto projects designed to directly accrue value to token holders. He noted that 99% of the target trading fees on the platform are used to buy back hype tokens, creating what he described as one of the most direct relationships between the platform's growth and the token's value. Again, we're going to probably see this thing grow a lot like we have with Binance. Right now, it just moved into the top 10, didn't it? I just showed you guys on the top 10. Yep, yeah, there it is, right there, top 10. All right. Moving on. Trump orders government Fed to review crypto firms' access to payment rails. Donald Trump's executive order asked the Fed to review how depository institutions may be granted access to payment services, an area of crypto industry is deeply involved with. It looks like we are getting a lot more of the nitty-gritty details ironed out on the sidelines, as Clarity Act is more than likely going to go into, of course, a Senate vote next month. U.S. President Donald Trump ordered the federal government to update its regulatory frameworks to integrate digital assets and innovative technologies into the traditional financial services and payment systems, in an executive order signed on Tuesday, today. According to the document, U.S. should foster financial technology services into its existing payment and financial service rails. It's therefore the policy of the U.S. government. Oh, get out of here. Where was I? Therefore the policy of the United States to streamline regulatory processes, reduce unnecessary barriers of entry, and encourage collaboration between fintech firms, federally regulated financial institutions, and federal financial regulators. The order stated. The order directed the heads of financial regulators to review their existing rules over the next 3 months and identify any rules of the documents that unduly impede fintech firms from entering into partnerships from federally regulated institutions. Within 6 months, Trump's directed regulators to take steps to encourage innovation as a result of the review. These steps include asking for the Federal Reserve Board of Governors to review how it allows uninsured depository institutions and non-bank financial firms to access the payment accounts and services. This review also asks that the 12 Federal Reserve banks, if they can act independently of the board to grant payment accounts. Provision may also specifically benefit Wyoming, of course. Special purpose depository institutions and entities operating under a similar framework. The Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas also has granted Kraken, a Wyoming SPDI, access to a limited version of what is so-called master accounts earlier this year. Other companies have also sought similar access. Again, we just had Kraken get one. They're also out of Wyoming as well. Of course, the anyone who wants to avoid the certain regulations or taxes always, of course, will file in Wyoming. Federal Reserve is working to develop a more formal skinny master account, publishing a proposal last December to enable access for some firms. This is the second executive order Trump signed Tuesday. Another one directs the Treasury Department and financial regulators to figure out how to strengthen the Bank Secrecy Act to block undocumented immigrants from having access to bank accounts or payment services. We're also getting news of certain states allowing access for Bitcoin and crypto assets holdings in credit unions as well. So we're kind of getting all over the place. Geez. And Elizabeth Warren accuses U.S. regulators of approving unqualified crypto banks. And that, this kind of goes back to what happened a few months ago. I'm not really going to get into all that. I don't really want to see her face anymore. I'm just so tired of her after last week's committee. Vote. All right, hype. We already went over that. I think that's pretty much all the news. I kind of ran through a little bit more here. Oh yeah, data shows the Bitcoin dip buyers waiting for lower prices. Again, 70K. Is 70K is Bitcoin's next stop. I've been saying, man, turn to the trend line. 70K is the trend. Bitcoin futures and order book data shows the dip waiting for Bitcoin price drop below 70K. Again, 69 would be perfect. If we can flip that into support and yeah, just keep above there, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, but more pain could be, of course, below. Bitcoin traders have shifted their focus below the lower after futures and order book data point to stronger buyer interest in the $68,000 to $70,000 zones. Sell pressure has increased in derivatives markets. Daily bid ask fell ratio to 0.03. Showing sellers are currently more aggressive than buyers at the trading positions around the liquidation levels. Again, we're just overbought right now. Like an entire month overbought right now. Bitcoin buyers cluster near 68,000. That seems pretty fair. That's kind of my main target for the most part. Boom, right on top of there. We're coming in a little late though, right? A little late. If we came in here fast, we could probably land right on top of it tomorrow. We wanted to flash crash to it. But we are coming in a little late now. The order book data shows that a bid of ask ratio, the metric remaining in negative territory for the past month, yada, yada, yada. Liquidation data adds another pressure point. The heat map shows more than 3.4 million in cumulative long positions, exposed near 74.7. And the figure raises toward Bitcoin's 11 billion and Bitcoin falls up to 70,000 across the 90-day liquidation range. Again, we got to get through the golden pocket. No, we've never touched the golden pocket, guys, since back in March. And that was when the golden pocket only spanned between 60,000 and 65K. Now it spans basically between, I would say, it's probably closer now to about 70 to 75. No, it's, I gotta get back there. Let me go back. Let me go back and look. Let's zoom on in there. Yeah, it's a little lower than 70, but not by much. I would say 69 is the very last stand of the golden pocket. Pretty much starts at like 72 though, and then all the way up to about 75K on the top right there. So we are a bit higher than that now. So there we go, 75. We've been adding to it, of course, over time. Come on, let me take it where I want to put it. There we go. So it's more likely going to be right around that there. Okay, so yeah, we still haven't really touched the surface of it yet. Again, it usually takes about 2 weeks to break down and lose all the way through it. Again, especially that amount. This is kind of what we saw back here in February. We had a pretty significant golden pocket back here as well back then at around 82 to 84, I think it was back then. Anyway, just my observations. All right, so yeah, taking together positioning data traders are providing Gabriel bulls rather than chasing the higher prices above 80K. Okay, all right, that's of course the everyone looking to buy the dip. Goldman Sachs exits XRP Solana ETF exposure in Q1 of 2026. If you guys didn't hear this, we covered it yesterday. I just wanted to again reiterate that. Again, Goldman Sachs, of course, getting out of XRP. I had something else I wanted to roll that into. I already forgot what it was. I already forgot.
What are you, stupid?
I brought it up for a reason. All right, guys. If you want to, of course, take home a piece of the Chaos Crew with you. The merch store is still open if you want a piece or a souvenir. It's over there. Again, I only make about $3, maybe $5 per item at the most. Over here on Fourth Wall, but yeah, I do have the shop up there if you want to pick up anything. It is there. All right, we're gonna get into some doom scrolling here. I'm gonna catch up with you guys in the chat real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. I was on a rant there for a minute. Jeez. All right, I think this is where I was, right around here. Jeez. I think I was right about here. Yeah, Abdul says, can you tell me when Crypto Mom will come back? That's where I was. Jake says, fine, you got cream of mushroom soup tonight. Oh my gosh, something totally different. Let's go. I'm going to win so much with the cans of soup. Thank you so much, Jake. I'm hungry. Jake's also saying that, yeah, that's it for the week, though. The rest goes to Magic Beans. Oh, damn it. I know how it is. Fat Sonic says, I ain't buying none of that crypto. Maybe one day in the future, holding the most stable coin will be the most profitable. Damn. $1 can still be $1, even if Bitcoin goes below $1. Yeah, but your purchasing power is still eroded every year by 15%, almost a full percent every single month. The dollar is not really a dollar at the end of the day. Fat Sonic says we need a way to burn cash money into crypto. Literally, just throw it all into Bitcoin. just do it. Just do it.
She started a fire.
It's the best way to do it.
Space. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Yes. All right. Yeah, who cares why it was created, how it will be used? Top signal, Fat Sonic, let me go short, hype. What the hell? You're all over the place, dude. Tonight, yes, Fat Sonic. Dude, where's my guitar? How's it going, dude? Where's your guitar? 43 rally RSI, 44 on the weekly RSI on Bitcoin, and you're saying we've been super overbought. We were last month, yes, an entire month up only. Remember, in April, entire month up only. That was April. That was April. All right, guys. Let's get back to it. Do some doom scrolling, and yeah, let Bitcoin consolidate. Just let Bitcoin consolidate. All right. I'm gonna throw a poll up real quick before I forget. Are you bullish or bearish? Bearish or bearish? And Jake speak. There we go. Started the poll. Let me know. Bricks News says just in, President Putin arrives in China for a 2-day visit right after President Xi just visited Russia. All right. 3.7 trillion Goldman Sachs dumped 100% of its XRP in Solana. Again, I just told you guys that. Jeez. Just in, Trump's IRS settlement permanently blocks IRS from auditing tax claims from President Trump's family. So that happened today as well. Eclipse showed us this last weekend. If you guys wanted to watch that, that one's a good one. Of course, getting booed, just like the Ohio State valedictorian did, of course, when he told everyone about Bitcoin back in 2024. This man here, Eric Schmidt, got booed talking about AI. Again, the normies are just not ready for him, man. It's just not ready for the norm. The normies are not ready for it. It's like that scene from Back to the Future. Yeah, you're just not ready for that, but your kids are gonna love it. Yeah, your kids are gonna hope you wish you bought some of all this stuff. All right, let's see. Sene Takaichi. It looks like Japan will recognize foreign crypto stablecoins as legal payments starting June 1st. Damn, bullish for crypto. Holy crap! Let's go. Thank you, Sene Takaichi.
So much, you may even.
All right. World's fourth largest economist just legalized stablecoins. They're dumping U.S. Treasuries, but they're legalizing stablecoins. Jeez. Bitcoin Coffee is now been inspired. Of course, that's the a cafe being set up in Da Nang. That's in Vietnam, Da Nang. Yeah, it's on one of my go-to lists actually. Beautiful little coffee shop there. I was originally thinking this was going to be the Bitcoin Cafe in El Salvador, but yeah, another one, a different one in Da Nang. Let's see, anything else here? Anything else breaking news for crypto? Lawrence Lepard, Fix the Money, Fix the World, says the big print. I guess he's. Can someone help me out and report this guy? I am blocked. What the hell? I don't know what happened to Lawrence Lepard. He got blocked out of his account. All right, let's see. This ends incredibly bad for everyone. That's the IRS thing. All right, what else? Anything else breaking? MSNBC guest says, if you think MAGA is a strong political movement, just wait until you see the Bitcoiners. Oh my God, no way.
Remember one important thing. It is a store of value, not too different than gold, right? So it's up 30,000% in the last 10 years. There's very few other assets on the planet have done that. Maybe NVIDIA, they're the ones that make the high-end GPUs that power generative AI. So when I think about what's going on here, it's a $2 trillion market cap. It's not going away. And if you think about why it's gone up of late, is because of the promise of deregulation, the leaning in. And I'll just say this, if you think MAGA movement is a strong political movement, just wait until you see these Bitcoiners. This is like one of the strongest financial religious movements that I've ever seen as long as I've been in the business for nearly 30 years. So it's here to stay.
There we go. It's here to stay. All right. Yeah, Cynthia Lama says there's a lot of work to do. Even if the Clarity Act passes the Senate, they have, of course, to have 18 months to kick it in. Yes. For it to, once it passes, it's going to take 18 months, of course, to enact. We said the same thing, too, about Genius Act. It doesn't really go into full effect, I think, until August, I think, this year. Maybe it was as early as August last year, and then, what was it? It was 8 weeks to 8 months or something like that when it passed. I forget what the timing was on that. Anyway, President just signed 2 executive orders. We already went over that in the news. This was Eric Trump back at the Nakamoto stage in Bitcoin 2026. I was there. Sailor had anxiety buying Bitcoin at 9K, not because it might crash, but because he couldn't buy it fast enough. I remember that too, because that was around the time I started buying Bitcoin and studying it, of course, with Michael Saylor back in 2020-21. The Japan XRP bomb that triggered International Monetary Fund, an IMF panel. Someone had asked IMF Deputy General Counsel Ross Lecco, will the IMF ever hold crypto assets? And Brad Garningham smirked like he knew something. Huh, I didn't see this one.
They're over here, that's easier. You want to take one? Go for it. The first
It's
one's
so
for
blurry
you.
you can't see his
IMF.
expression.
Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? I did not put that up there.
Okay. Alright. Whatever. He's just fan service. Anyway, I'm over it. We gotta get into the normies, guys. See what the normies are looking up today. This is freaking bad Garling House. Alright, let's take a look and see the normies. Of course, we check in every single day to see if retail's even paying attention to Bitcoin, crypto, or of course any financial assets. Guys, we have an IPO possibly getting launched for SpaceX this week. Are they even looking at that? Let's find out, shall we? See what's more importantly for the normies. Of course, the normies typically only search for 3 things every single day: sports, celebrities, and video games. Let's see what they're looking up today and grade them on a traditional grade scale, A through F. They usually get an F. Spoiler alert, it's coming. All right, sports. Normies love their sports. Starting off strong with sports right off the ground. DFW ground stop. I don't know what the hell that is. Red Lobster Tallahassee closure. Looks like Red Lobsters are going away. They're all closing. That's been happening for a long time now. Rashi Rice. What the hell? Rashi Rice? I don't know what the hell that is. Sounds like something Jake would say. Our way we would say too. Kroger cheese garlic crouton recall. Yeah, that sounds like something you should be eating. Jason Kidd. Pirates versus Cardinals. Going back to sports. Georgia election results. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. We got at least something macro related here on the geopolitical spectrum. Of course, the election results are coming in today for a few. We got a few states this week. Ken Paxton. That was, of course, the Georgia endorsement that Trump gave the endorsement to that particular, I guess, running mate in that state. Founder, people looking up Founder, I don't know, it's like clothing or something. I don't know what the hell that is. Jenny Slatton, Gabby Gonzalez, Abigail Spamberger. I mean, we got 1 out of 20 so far, guys. This is terrible. At Drake Carpathy. I'm assuming some of these might be running for election. Atlanta United versus Orlando City. It's sports, of course, sports. The Boys finale, I guess, premieres today. And that's it. That's all we get. CHP Memorial Day travel warning. And of course, the normies get a flat F. God, terrible. Absolutely garbage. Normies, come on. F minus, of course, again for the normies. All right, see what's going on with Bitcoin here on the last 7 days. Now that we got our curve alpha there from the 13th, the 12th. Now the 13th is still holding us up. Yeah, for the most part, it's kind of what I was expecting. 70, 70, 70 all across the board along the morning opens. Here, even going into the weekend, so pretty average for Bitcoin searches over the last 7 days. Let's take a look and compare, of course, Bitcoin versus Doge, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, of course, the 5 top crypto searches on Google. Bitcoin still about the same, XRP just about the same as usual. A little bit of a pop-up here, an excitement out of Ethereum today for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, the rest of our days keep moving on. Nothing really interesting today, to say the least. All right, let's get back over into order books and then double check and see if anything has happened today while we were talking. 76,600 right now, testing BTC. Again, we started tonight at 76.9, so we are coming down a little bit in the foreign market open. Overall volume still flat, almost basically 5 billion against 5 billion, the bears and the bulls respectively. We have a huge buy wall now at about 76,300. That's more than likely where they're looking to buy, of course, a little lower. Again, still got to look at that overall golden pocket a bit lower, but we are starting to really build this up. We're filling in the gap here, if you guys see this on the order books. Look at this, right there on top of $75,000 Bitcoin, 76,000 building up right now, strong. If that holds, we could see maybe another push for resistance. I don't think we're gonna get back above there, get of course rejected, and then start scraping the top, the surface of the golden pocket. That's kind of what I'm looking at, more than likely going to occur in the next day or two. All right, let's see how it shapes up tonight. We're gonna of course do our predictions as always. Let's see what else is going on with you guys in the chat before I jump into, of course, our predictions. I'm tired of being right, guys. Can I just be wrong? Can we just stop this? Can we just stop it? I'm losing my mind, damn it. Yes. Every freaking day, man. All right. We're gonna do this all over again, guys. Of course, giving you, of course, the, did I delete one of my my ritual sticks? Damn it. I did. Missing my 3, man. Missing my no, they're all there. I'm missing a 9. Okay, there we go. That's fine. If you guys have never seen me do this before, all you need to know is, of course, 3 numbers, and you know where all the volatility is going to be in our space. Pretty simple. If you, of course, you've watched Bitcoin in any capacity over the last 6 years like I have, you pretty much, your eyeballs bleed looking at charts, and you kind of just get used to the rhythm. It's just gonna happen the way it happens. We're about 7 minutes away from doing this, so I'm a little early. I'm here a little early tonight. I want to spend some time with you guys in the chat real quick and then get back to this a little later. Foreign market right now is just barely opening. All right, let's get back in the chat. We got Cliff saying political stuff, but be interesting to see how crypto and technology will be debated. Yes. We haven't had anything really constructive in a minute when it comes to these Senate hearings. Delson 13 says Rashay Rice, American football wide receiver. Okay, I definitely don't know anything about that. Oh jeez. And that's what separates me from the normies.
Stupid.
Okay. Rugrat says much better stream. I'm happy to hear that. The chopping has stopped. So it must be my internet, of course, catching up with the buffer. Good to hear that. Oh, we just missed it. 76,666. I just saw it flash on the stream. All right, guys. So let's see if we can do something a little. Let's see. How about we check in with the poll one more time. I need to stall a few more minutes. And then we'll look at we'll do a couple more doom scrolling. Couple more minutes of doom scrolling. I'm usually not this fast. I blew through the news pretty quick today. It's kind of been stagnant, really. All right, let me see what we got here in the chat. I think I'm all caught up in the chat now. What else? Oh yeah, I was gonna do the thing. The poll. Looks like only 45% of you guys are bullish, which I'm surprised. Most of you guys are bullish tonight. I should never give a third option. Damn it! I've cursed myself. Looks like bearish looking at 18%, and jellyfish are now 36% of you guys. I guess you guys just don't know if you're bullish or bearish. Most of you guys don't know if you're bullish or bearish. All right. Let's see if there's anything else happening in crypto. If your parents made $100,000 in the 90s, you'd have to make $325,000 now to have the same life in 2026. Why? Because your dollar is losing purchasing power every single year, roughly around 15%. Like I said, yeah, if you compound interest on that year over year, your dollar isn't worth nothing. It's worth nothing. Let that sink in. You'd have to make, of course, 3.25 times more than your parents in order to just survive in 2026. $164 trillion in bank assets is about to pick a chain. Raul Paul says once the Clarity Act passes, all the banks come in and build out crypto rails fast. Banks never build, they integrate. 1995, the banks didn't build the internet. They plugged into TCP, of course, the internet protocol. Banks didn't build mobile. They plugged into iOS and Android, of course, operating systems. And then in 2026, they plug into what already exists. You think they're gonna go build on Ethereum, or you think they're gonna build on Solana, where all the meme coins live? Tokenization, Ondo for smart contracts, ETH for bank integration, Canton for enterprise rails, HBAR. Clarity Act just opened the door. Don't forget to hold some of these assets, guys. Make sure you have a diversified portfolio. Don't be sitting on all nothing but moonshots and meme coins. Let's see what Raul Paul. I guess that
first got into the space.
Yeah.
We said we were going to front run Wall Street. That was 2013. We've always said it, and here they are. But I've been speaking to the sovereign wealth funds here this week, and they've all got crypto in their books now.
And they're openly talking about their allocations.
And not only that, but the Treasury Secretary of the United States, who was an ex-macro hedge fund manager, friend of mine, he openly talks about how important it is. We've got Donald Trump talking about it. We've got everybody talking about it. We've got every financial institution building on stablecoin rails.
Yup.
We've got once the Clarity Act is passed, then all of the banks will start building out their crypto rails for everything. And if you speak to everybody, the banks need the clarity, the asset managers need the clarity, the corporations need the clarity, everyone needs the clarity of the Clarity Act. Once you get it, it's the green light. They're all waiting for what exactly is, which things are securities, which are not, how does it all work? And once you've got it, we've got a roadmap.
I would go further and say they also want to have blockchains that are, of course, tried and true, tested, and of course don't have, of course, security risks like we saw pop up over the last couple months. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna spend one more minute doom scrolling, see if there's anything else we can dig up. Bitcoin falls below 77,000. Looks like Anthony Papagliano was interviewed here recently. Most of big crypto is basically a clown show. I agree. 99% of all assets are basically shitcoins. Only 4 things survive according to the ProCap financial. Anthony Papagliano: Bitcoin, stablecoins, equity infrastructure, and tokenization. The big 4 we just talked about on Paul's little clip there too. Everything else just the people spinning up coins and hoping to get rich. Yeah, pretty much. Very hopefuls, right? A lot of very hopeful people. Clarity Act moving closer into law. Clarity Act could be signed into law during the week of August 3rd if Congress maintains the current pace, says Alex Thorne, head of research of Galaxy Research. The Senate Bank Committee advances the crypto market structure bill into 15-9 bipartisan vote last week. Of course, Galaxy Research estimates a 75% chance of legislation becoming law in this year. All right. I think we're time, guys. I think I stalled enough time for, of course, the foreign market open. If you guys are just catching this for the first time this evening, of course, called for baseline bear last night. We got baseline bear right down the center, as of course my current call. Tired of winning, guys. Let's see if we can lose tonight. With 98% accuracy, I show you guys where Bitcoin's likely going to go every single night into the next morning open. All right, so of course these are my ritual sticks up here. If you guys never seen me do this before, you just need to know 3 numbers, 9, 12, and 3. If you live in the United States, Eastern Standard Time, it's pretty easy to follow volatility and know where it's going to move. If you know the sentiment, more than likely you know what's going to play out in those 3 time frames. Of course, that's the morning open, the intraday trading session, the wind down to the close, and then the thing happens all over again in the United States, of course, with the morning open. Here we go, guys. This is my baseline target for today. All right, let's start there. Baseline target for Bitcoin, chopping sideways right now for how long has it been? Straight up sideways all morning? I think 2 days straight? 2 days straight of sideways chop. Oh, jeez. All right, see if we can continue this. I'd say both markets, foreign markets and American markets, we don't normally see this play out like this. I'm proud of both of them. No one knows what the fuck to do, basically. They're all jellyfish, like you guys in the chat. Looks like 54% of you guys are bullish now. More bullish than bearish right now. Wow. Wow. The poll just continues. All right, here we go. Where are we headed into tonight? All right, let's do this. All right. Baseline target for Bitcoin going into, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. Let's see if we can get this back above 77,000, but not quite yet. We'll get a little bit of a capitulation, rejection until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. See maybe a run up to about 77.3. Maybe see some chop there. Maybe we get back to maybe as high as 77.8. And that's probably where I'm going to call it for our baseline target. It's not too bullish. We roll that over. Maybe a little. We can squeeze a little bit more out. Let's just stop at 70. How about 78.6? Okay, top of the parallel channel. We haven't been up there in a minute. All right, we'll start rolling that over, of course, at 3 a.m. For the foreign market. I mean, close into the morning open in America. There we go, guys. That's our baseline target for this evening. We're going to do bear case next. Bear case goes into the the pool. Nice. We haven't gone in the pool yet. I'm excited to go into the pool. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do the swimming pool next. Of course, the golden pocket on Bitcoin. All right, we're gonna lose this pretty quick. Of course, about 10:30, we'll lose that. Come back down to retest 75.9. We were there, of course, earlier trading session today. See if we can try to keep that, get rejected right around 1:30 in the 2 a.m. Of course, keep chopping, and then 3 o'clock we'll lose it into the pool. We'll see how low we get into the pool. Usually we spike back up, right? And of course, just kind of grind the surface. I would expect then, of course, the morning open is going to be somewhere a little higher, right? If we do actually hit that bear target. All right. And that's probably not going to play out like that. It's just my bear case scenario. All right. Of course, we're looking at the bull case scenario for this evening as well. Usually I do this, guys, with Chaos Magic, but I don't have my stuff. It's all packed away right now. All right. So bull case scenario, we're going to send it up to about maybe... that's a little too late. That's a little too late. We got to go sooner. We got to rip sooner. I just keep hitting my keyboard with my... my mouse. There we go. 80,000, maybe 300, and we'll kind of stop there. Roll on that over, of course, right 3 a.m. Probably try to flip the top of the parallel channel as support. It's going to be our bull case scenario tonight. And then we're going to do Super Bear and Super Bull. Again, Super Bears only happened one time on the channel, ever. Never ask for it. Never get it. Only February 2nd. It's the only time we ever got it. I would never expect this to happen. There's just no way we would chop through all of this so fast. But that's going to be my Super Bear anyway. I got to throw something on the board for the Super Bears out there. The Perma Bears, right? And then I got my Super Bull, which we've seen three times last year. We have not seen it this year yet. Super Bull case scenario sends us to about $86,000 on a hope and a dream. All right, and then maybe we kind of keep 83 after that. That would be a nice actual place to bounce and keep. All right, that's going to be our Super Bowl tonight. And there we go, guys. Every single option is on the table. These are all the probability. What is the probability of us to actually get any of these? More than likely, you guys know where I'm going to go with this, because the overall sentiment has not changed. Baseline bear again today is where I'm thinking. Maybe we get a little high on this, right? But I think at some point we're going to do something like this. It's just going to be kind of course down the center as per usual. Again, I want to be wrong, guys. I hope to be wrong tomorrow. You guys know the drill. Wake up every morning. It's Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Go wake up and shake that hog. And Bitcoin's still at the same damn place it was before, and we're just doing sideways action, and all, you know, the rest is history. And it does the same thing every day. All right, guys. So that's all I got for you this evening. Hope you enjoyed the show. Again, stick around. I've been, of course, packing and of course doing renovations for my current living situation. I'm going to be moving here hopefully in the next few months, and off to bigger and better things. Update on the studio. I finally got to the all the walls are painted. They're all as good as I can get them. This place was a shithole before I moved in. Yeah, it was a shithole before I moved in. So yeah, all the walls, all the walls are painted, and now I just got to do the ceiling. So I got to rip apart the ceiling. I took down the lights. That's why the lighting is kind of effed up today. I took all the ceiling lights down. Yeah, you guys saw you guys know the studio. It was beautiful. I got the simulation to remind myself what it looked like. Hopefully we'll rebuild again in America someday, maybe. I'm going to be doing one overseas probably by the end of the year or beginning of next year. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I got to tear down the rest of the ceiling, and then I got to patch the ceiling, and then I got to paint the ceiling, and then I got to get things kind of ripped up. I still have floor also stapled. I'm insane. I know, I'm insane. I stapled flooring to the trim because I couldn't replace the carpet. I'm never doing this again, guys. I got screwed over by the landlord. Anyway, I will see you guys all again tomorrow morning. Again, shout out to all the Chaos Crew members. Thanks again for all your love and support. I appreciate it. And yeah, stay safe, guys. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure you have a diverse portfolio. Make sure you're holding some Bitcoin. Again, there isn't enough to go around for the whole world. I'll see y'all again soon. Stay safe and peace. Yes, G-Dog knows what's up. Peace. Later, guys.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Tomorrow is more coming and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh my god, you guys are spoiling me. Oh, the super chats on the outro. Jesus. 555. Jake is Snake. Strawberry Dragons. Shout out to Strawberry Dragons. It says Otaku a workhorse. Yes, but I am not born on the year of horse. Strawberry. Shout out Strawberry. I love you, Strawberry. Of course, yeah, our favorite flavor of dragon here on the channel. Strawberry Dragon. Yes, Jake the Snake also here saying 86K, here we come. I don't understand. I agree with Cliff, man. The world right now is like a permanent tinfoil hat Tuesday, especially with comments like these. 86K, Jake. When did you get so bullish? That's what I want to know, man. When did you get so bullish, my guy? You were just calling for like 55K. I keep having to change the scoreboard on it because yeah, I have it now at 531. I had to delete all the other stuff from last week, from from March and April. By the end of the month, we're going to 55K. Down here for the king of Ohio, right here. Oh my God, Kim Jong-un too. Oh jeez, oh you guys are nuts. Thanks again, guys, for all the love and support. Yeah, shout out. Again, to all my top fans tonight. I appreciate you guys. I can't do this, of course, without you. You guys, of course, bring the chaos to the channel. Have a good one, guys. I'll see y'all again soon. Later.